Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Peter Barber here, professional singer and music producer. And today I just had a blast, completely losing my mind over Wing's latest project, Aventador. We get proper dubstep vibes, which I love talking about it because I have a huge history in electronic music. It's where my whole music production journey started. And I find dubstep to be particularly interesting and creative, and this is no exception. Really amazing performance. I was speechless for good sections of it, and I had a lot of hopefully insightful things to say about some other sections of it. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you learn something or gain appreciation, and I'll see you afterwards.
Kill it in the moment like an Aventador. If I turn into a record, I'll be begging for more. Stem me harder, coming deeper, accelerate the lore. Turn the pain into beast, I'm an Aventador. On the moment, I'm an Aventador. If I walk into the pressure, I don't think anymore. Make me bleed. I just wake up the lore. Turn the pain into power. I'm in the moment, I'm an Aventador. Into the fire, I feel the more. Make it hard, I got to start up the law. Turn the pain into power, I'm an Aventador. Turn the pain into power, I'm an Aventador. The pain into power, I'm an Aventador. Killing in the moment like an Aventador.
Ooh, okay, this is just like I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally on the edge of my seat, but quite literally on the edge of my seat. Wow, okay, so we are getting some, I mean, it's no surprise really that Wing can articulate like this. Like, we hear him do absolutely unbelievably fast and accurate, you know, rhythmically, all these precise rhythms with his beatboxing. It's no surprise that he could also do that with more speech-like things like rapping. It's kind of like whisper rapping in this case. It's no surprise. You're using the same articulators for all this, right? You only have the physiology here, and beatboxers have found an amazing way to use it. But then you come back to something like speech. That's kind of just like that. It's like the fundamentals of it. So, all to say, bars. We got some bars from Wing, and very cool to hear him slowly working in just a few sound effects. I mean, just giving us just a little teaser for what's potentially to come here. This is very different from the videos I've done before, which is just Dopamine and the Dopamine drum and bass remix. That's all I've heard from him. So I've been saving myself for Wing. It's like a exhale, inhale, something like that. I'm not a beatbox expert. I used to be considered good, and now I'm considered proper ass because of how good everyone's gotten. So I'm going to fumble my way through trying to figure out what they're doing, which apparently has been fun for people to watch. It's like, I'm not completely ignorant, but I'm also not an expert. I do know a lot about music, so I will drop that in there as well. Anyway, he starts throwing in these sound effects. That's what I was mentioning earlier. See, he's doing some really interesting things with the inhale and exhales, and like, and his tongue is in a position where it causes more sound, especially that high pitch frequency, that sort of hiss we get, the white noise that he wouldn't get if he were intentionally trying to breathe silently, like what you typically do if you're a singer about to sing like a long sustained phrase. You want these nice silent breaths. That's what I've been trained very well to do as an opera singer, for example. This is a very different situation, right? He wants us to hear all these breaths, and he's using it to his advantage, and he's positioning his vocal tract and tongue and articulators in a way where you really clearly hear these quick inhales and exhales, however he wants it, with whatever color he wants to put on it, because that's something he has a mastery over, right? It could be a little brighter, could be, you know, whatever color he wants to put on it. Fucking sweet, dude. And they're not all inhale, exhale. Like, I think that one was like all inhales. So he's not just doing that very first pattern we do. He's doing some different stuff, of course. These little snares. One more thing before we move on to get into the meat of it. It's all this. It's just something that's highlighted when the kick finally comes in. It's all this very high pitched, all these very high pitched sounds. Whispering is very high pitched, and all these these little snares he's putting in high pitched. All these inhale exhale things I was talking about, all high pitched. So then finally, when that kick comes in, it's like, oh, it's like you almost forget there's a whole bottom half of bottom part. I shouldn't say half, but bottom part of the frequency spectrum. There's the bass. Ah! Oh, we can't get to the drop yet. Whoa, dude. This atmosphere he's creating, it almost sounds like we're in like an alien movie or something. Like weird. Like this sounds kind of like I'm trying to think back to when I saw like Alien and some of those other movies, like Alien, the movie Alien, and like the sound effects they give that creature and like creatures in sci-fi, like horror stuff. It's like some of these clicks that go up and down, they feel like they're going all around you, so you don't really know where it is, right? Motion for Wing to do sound effects for a horror movie. That's very eerie. It's and then like the frequency range is, I mean, he's doing some of these effects that are super, super deep. And he's also doing this stuff higher. What's that called? A flute something? I think you guys might have mentioned it after my first video. I do not know all the terms, clearly. But he has some really low bass stuff. It's just a very wide frequency. And he's not even doing anything particularly high, but it's like, it's got the very low stuff up through like the middle and upper middle stuff. Like that. Was that a lip roll down? It just sounds like a freaking perfect synth. I think he gets about down to like a G1. Below bass, low C, and with that lip roll. Getting down to the proper like subwoofer area. Oh, that one. What, like that? It's like he's doing that alien sound effect, but it's like different and lower and bassier. Is he inhaling there? I have no idea. But physically, he does have to breathe. Like, you can't do that forever. You great breath support, great lung capacity, vocal fold closure, blah, blah, blah. You can sustain a phrase for a long time. But the quality also changes when you go from exhaling to phonate, just to create pitch or sound, to inhaling. There's a hilarious skit that Jack Black does in Tenacious D. What's he call it? Anyway, go check it out. It's very funny. It's like he's trying to show his buddy that you can sing forever if you just if you go from exhaling to inhaling, you can just sing forever. And his friend's like, yeah, but they like sound different, dude. And Jack Black gets really upset. But anyway, you can tell the timbral difference when air is being exhaled to create sound versus inhaled. And it sounds like when he does that one I just pointed out, the really low, super bassy one, it sounds like that's an inhale moment. There. See how the sound, there's a sound quality to it when the air is going this way. All right, I'm gonna let it keep going. here we go. So sick. So what I'm like hyper focusing on is just how he's using his breaths in this one. This is another moment where we have what's called basically an auto filter effect, where it sounds like the sound is coming out from underwater. It's like if you slowly allow more and more high frequency in the sound, it feels like it's building towards something, which is exactly what you want in any kind of song that builds towards a drop or a big chorus. You call that a riser effect, sort of. And also the other things he's doing with his breath and just the intentional color he's using on the inhale and exhale. It's really fascinating. While there are few enough elements to like kind of zero in on before he pops off, which I'm sure he will, it's fun to think about stuff like breath. You can really pay close attention to it in these moments. And I think we have some kind of that's really high for me to do throat bass, but some kind of throat bass there happening on the one, two, every other beat, basically.
Can I get it? Can I go in? Step into it. Can we burn it?
Oh, dubstep.
Come and get it.
Dude, okay. So I have a whole history in electronic music. I started out producing it well over a decade ago, and dubstep has always been my favorite genre in the umbrella of electronic music. And it's gotten a really bad rap from a lot of people outside of the world, but as someone who's operated in so many different genres, I still think the most creative things people do with sound is in dubstep as a genre. Like, there's a lot of memes that people do in genre, and they'll use funny vocal moments, vocal samples right before a drop. That's all part of the culture, but the sheer creativity that people come up with, just how to use sound in really new and interesting ways, I don't think there's any genre that pushes it further than dubstep. So I've always loved it, and I've always loved the dubstep show because it's just super fun and super intense, and the bass rattles your body, and it's great stuff. I have kind of wondered, I mean, I think there have been cases of beatboxers going on a dubstep set to do parts of the set. And I've always wondered, because I've heard some of the beatboxing like this lately, that like really with the right sound system could pass off, could be an exciting experience for a dubstep audience that likes that kind of music. It's like you can't accomplish everything with a voice that you can with dubstep. Obviously, the producers have literally limitless, freedom to work with sound, whereas we will always be captive on sub level to our physiology. But this is just wicked cool. Like this on a big sound system, you get all the bass. There's plenty of bass in the sound that you can make plenty of this kind of screeching higher. It's a lot about the balance of the low bass stuff and the high stuff. Usually there's not a whole lot of focus on the middle frequencies in a dubstep drop. Anyway, I'm gonna really go off on a rabbit hole here. But anyway, dubstep, cool, very creative, very awesome to hear it from a freaking human voice.
Can I get it? Can I go in? Step into it. Can we burn it?
Okay, so sick. And so he's really got the genre figured out, because something that's really, at least what has been done lately, is these sort of like fake out drops where you expect the beat to hit right on the one and then it happens a little later. So in this case, he does it by going, he does like this sort of whatever, like slide down, glissando down into when it actually hits. That's one thing. And then also, a common thing is to have this just it goes into the drop or the chorus. You call it a drop in dubstep. And it's just like all bass, right? You have like, it's all bass for a couple bars. And then the second half of the phrase, it usually does some more high pitchy things. So you have like a section that's like really, really bassy, and then you stop that to do something else, and then you come bass to the bass. And so it's not just one thing the whole way through. And some of the most creative little moments you have in dubstep are when the producers are taking a little break from that low bass drop and doing something in that higher frequency range, and then coming back to the drop. So it would be so easy to just like let the bass run and just like copy paste for a chorus. And like some people would still enjoy that, but dubstep producers are always adding tons of little things and nuance throughout the choruses to keep them more interesting. The good ones, anyway. Yeah, dude.
Come and get it.
So he's doing similar stuff, but it's different, right? He did like the first break from that bass, he does one thing, and then he does it again a little differently. Also, we've got to be at, we're probably around 140 BPM. Well, let's check real quick. 140 is the classic BPM for dubstep is 140. He's a little slower. But 140 is kind of the standard for dubstep music. And it goes into that sort of halftime, right? During the build-up, we have, he's revving it up. He's doing all these faster things, and then it goes into the drop, and and it goes into sort of that halftime feel. It's a very cool vibe shift you get, especially in dubstep drops.
Come and get it.
It's so crazy to me how clear each sound effect is. It's like nothing is affected by anything else. It's really insane. It's really like it's not like a 5-piece band, because then you just have, five main things, right? He has got like a whole library of different sound effects he can use, and none of them get muddy or seem to affect another one in a negative way. It's like he's got his kit, right? The kind of fundamentals of the drums perfectly together. He'll just have a rolling bass line underneath that while that's rolling using something in his throat. Then he's like doing something else with his lips and doing stuff with the breath. And it's all just like perfectly choreographed and arranged in such a way where it's just so clean. It's so outrageously clean, all the different sound effects. Like if you could just isolate one of them, it would just sound like a clean sound effect, right? And then he's got all of it put together. It's really remarkable. And he's doing stuff on top of that. So like instead of just droning that low bass, he's doing like meow. He's doing like other stuff to like change the color of it while it's happening. Again, more things to create to make this drop more interesting throughout. What? Okay, so someone was mentioning, this is vibration bass. Someone was mentioning that yeah, so I think he's going from a second subharmonic to a first subharmonic. Where my beatbox nerds out there, is that what's up? Someone was saying vibration bass is operating on a second subharmonic, which is just it's insane to have that much control, by the way, over a second subharmonic. And this right here is it's jumping a fifth. We're in C sharp minor, so it's going. C sharp, G sharp, C sharp, G sharp, which could mean that it's going second sub, second sub, first sub, because first subharmonic is an octave down, second subharmonic is another perfect fifth down. And it sounds like he's operating in some kind of subharmonic technique the whole time. That would be one way to do it. To get those perfect fifth jumps would be to go to second to first, which requires an outrageous amount of control of whatever he's controlling right now. And to have it that clean. So I don't know if that's happening. I'm saying that's one theory, which would be very cool if that's what's happening. And it's like, is it a C? I mean, I think it might be a C sharp 1 to a G sharp 1. That's me doing a technique called chest fry, which is sort of like a vocal fry. Extremely different from what he's doing. But I think he's doing C sharp 1 to G sharp 1. Crazy, crazy low. Just like watching him, like it's like it's barely moving. It's just all it's like all happening internally. You see him slightly opening to allow some more of those high frequencies. He's doing another one of those auto filter coming out from underwater effects here. But like, man, we gotta get Wing in an MRI so we can watch his mouth from the inside. Watch everything dancing in there. I just fundamentally don't understand how it's possible. I think he is on that C sharp 1, just rumbling. This was talking about a minute ago. He's got this rumbling bass, got a perfectly clean kick. He's doing other high pitched stuff, and it's nothing is interrupting anything else. That sound effect, like it's all so clean. I just can't believe how clean it all is.
Interview, no more Aventador.
Oh my god, it's so insane, dude. It's so insane. It's so my brain is very quickly breaking. My favorite part about this is he has another one of these riser effects going, right? But he's slowly increasing the frequency of that throat shit. That throat bass. It's coming up, which is so cool, and that's so different than just having the higher frequencies come in to actually have because usually a low bass part will be removed from that kind of build up to the drop, so then the bass and the drop hits harder. So it's cool to hear that actually kept in this build up. He keeps the bass line in, but he's rising it. He's rising it with everything else. Cracked.
Interview, no more Aventador.
Oh. Oh. Man. See, this is like, I mean, this is so whatever. Now, people who don't like beatboxing or don't like dubstep aren't going to, be interested in listening to this casually. But like, not only is there so much skill here, talent plus skill, right? It's like probably some innate ability plus so many hours of just perfecting the craft. Anyone that gets this good at anything, it's some natural ability plus just endless hours of practice that no one hears, right? We get to hear this performance, but we don't hear the practicing. That and creativity. You cannot listen to this, especially this second chorus, and think this guy's he's just kind of mailing it in. It's like, no, there's so much nuance and thought put into this performance. And he's structured it well, because while the first drop was very exciting, the second drop now has a lot more cool shit going on. He's added a lot of new sound effects and rhythms, and we're not in that classic dubstep, right? He's got that picked up to a hot, so there's more action in the fundamental, and there's a lot more sound effects happening. It's insane. Let's get this second drop again.
Interview, no more Aventador.
Just like, so there's so many things happening at once. Again, perfectly clean. I've said it multiple times, but like the layering without interfering with one sound to the next is just outrageous. It's outrageous. Done. It's that pattern, but done in a much cooler, different way than I just did. I mean, I have no idea. I don't know what parts of his mouth are connecting. I'm doing it with my tongue and lips, and it's very basic. Just to show the rhythm he's doing. It's like that really fast. And whatever he's doing. A lot of different clicks and articulators coming together to make that happen. Another new groove, and also something else I need to comment on is how perfectly in tune he's doing all these sound effects, like second subs, first subs, falsetto, normal chest voice, throat bass, all of these pitched sounds he's doing, right? Like the hi-hats, the snares, a lot of this stuff is not pitched, but the pitched stuff he's doing is very, very in tune, which it's like, you have to be good musically and as a singer and whatever to sing in tune at all. And he's doing everything in tune. Like a bunch of different things in different registers are all in tune together. That's some crazy shit. Like, so he's just nailing that high C sharp every time. And then he goes the whatever that bass line is, F sharp, G sharp. B D B D C sharp, that on that bass line he's doing perfectly in tune. So he's got the really high thing perfectly in tune, the really low thing in tune. Whenever he's doing that stuff, he's always in tune. It's all in tune. What if he nailed the whole thing and just flubbed that last part? Probably happened. He probably did a lot of takes of this. But I mean, this is a one-take video, though, right? I have truly no idea. I don't know how it's come together, but I know I believe it's pretty standard for particularly for beatboxers to do a one-take, and they actually use the audio from the mic. So I think, probably because the articulators are moving so fast, a sort of lip sync situation might be really tough to pull off. I don't know. I'm speculating. as opposed to like every other genre, you know, the music video is going to be lip synced. And by lip synced, I don't necessarily mean not singing. I just mean you don't use the audio from the video shoot. You use it from the professional studio recording that's been mixed and mastered and edited perfectly. All that. But this, I believe, is done here. So whether this is one take or takes put together, I'm not sure. But it's so cleanly created. It would not surprise me if this was the actual take they used and he just shot it probably a number of times to, you know, to get one that he was really happy with. In any case, thank you guys for watching me lose my shit over another Wing video, Aventador. Yeah, I'm going to keep coming back to this artist because I'm really happy to see people are enjoying me do some of this beatboxing content that I have held off on for a long time. It's been very fun for me to kind of, you know, pull my very rudimentary roots of beatboxing into this and then combine it with, in this case, a very pretty fine knowledge of dubstep and music production and, of course, all the musical stuff I bring to these. Just enjoy nerding out about it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something or gained appreciation. You probably didn't learn jack shit about beatboxing, but maybe I helped you appreciate some other parts of it. So hope you did, and I'll see you in the next Wing video. Peace.